Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and welcome to the North American PC Go4 number 135. My name is Cornpop. I'll be casting tonight. And we're starting off with the quarterfinals here. I gotta rearrange the names, so bear with me for just 1 second. But it is Strength versus Peak Everything Esports for our first match of the night. And Peak Everything Esports, man, this is difficult. Peak Everything Esports definitely favorite to win. They pretty much destroyed in their most recent match in the semifinals, winning 6-0, or rather, not the semifinals, the round of 16 even. Winning 6-0. The other team, Strength, not doing too well, but oh well. And I think we just need one more player into the server, and then we can go live here. Do let me know if anything's going on with the sound, or if there are any issues with the stream. I'm reading chat, so I'll be able to address that. We are on a 3-minute delay, as is mandatory for ESL casts. Which means that if you mention something in chat, it might be a while before I can get that and respond. Usually about a round. It's about 3 minutes, so you'll see it pretty soon. And then I'll be responding to you about a round after you message in the chat. And hopefully I can make adjustments to the sound stuff. There's no game sound right now, but there will be once we start up. And as soon as teams are ready, we will start things off here. Strength versus Peak Everything Esports. We're going to start up the match. Strength versus Peak Everything Esports. This is North American PC Go4 number 135. Going live at the pick ban phase. Our map is Oregon. I didn't mention that before we went live, but yes, it is Oregon. Teams banned out. It's, of course, the best of 1 format. Until we get into the grand finals, it'll be a best of 3. Everything will be tonight. We might be going pretty late, but that's okay. These things tend to go pretty late. It's just the nature of the Go4. Peak Everything, their first ban on attack. Going to Lion. That's going to surprise absolutely nobody. Probably the most powerful operator on attack and probably in the game. Very, very good. And very annoying to play against, too. So, Lion being the first one to ban out. Peak Everything, very standard ban. Generally, in these lower level Go4 matches, you do see standard bans. Cloud's another pretty standard one for Oregon. You see the more so the standard ones because you can't really ban to what your opponent's strengths are. You don't necessarily know who you're playing against. You might not have ever played against them before. You certainly probably haven't seen any VODs of them before. So it's mostly just standard bans, what we see in Go4s. Second ban, gonna be a Maestro. Again, pretty typical. Maybe not the most typical ban, but one of the most powerful operators in the defense. Gonna be taken out here. That's probably just strength. They don't really like the operator. They don't like playing with them. Fine, ban him out. You don't have to play with them. And then Mira, the last ban going down. So as I mentioned, nothing too crazy going on with that one. Round number 1 starting off, though. And, of course, Peak Everything will be on defense. They're going to start on kids' dorms, as Mira's not in the game, so basement's going to be a little bit harder to hold. Not impossible, though. We can go to the rosters. We're waiting to start things off. Strength are going to have Letty, Curry, Odd, AWD maybe, Cloudstruck, and Frosty. And then on the other team, of course, Peak Everything Esports will have Styke, STYC, Debut, Phantom, Hero, and Default. As we see the operators being chosen for the first round, nothing crazy. Pretty standard. So yes, I don't believe I've watched either of these two teams before. I've done a lot of Go4s actually at this point. Somewhere around 10 maybe. Hard to say. So it's not uncommon that I'd be casting teams more than once. But I believe these are 2 new teams for me. So unfortunately I don't have any knowledge on how they're going to play. But hopefully we'll be able to watch them and that should tell us all we really need to know. I don't want to take a look at S2IC. Again, not really sure how I'm supposed to pronounce some of these names, so I'm going to give it my best guess, and if I'm wrong, if you know that I'm wrong, you can let me know in the chat. And of course, I am solo casting as well, so if I take a couple of breaks, it's just to let my voice rest. I'm not doing the round of 16 this time. Usually I cast the round of 16, then quarters, then semis, then finals. I'm skipping the round of 16. There goes the runner for the Velt Cam. Nothing out of the ordinary there. But yeah, hoping to save my voice a little bit now. I did miss last week as well, just due to the fact that it was Canadian Thanksgiving, and I had to give thanks. So, taking a look, pretty standard setup. It looks like Jaeger's coming downstairs, looking around for people. Phantom and Default will be the roamers, sitting in kitchen, more or less, still sort of running around. They're moving a lot, which is good, but they haven't really run into any enemy players just yet. We can go take a look at the attack. What are they up to? Curry's running in sight right now. Of course, that mute is going to make this a little bit more difficult. Frosty is starting to get into the garage here, and so he will have to encounter the roamers at some point. But already the attackers are up here on the second floor, using this Jackal Tracker to get a lot of ground very, very early. They're kind of just, most of them are just ignoring the roamers, right? Frosty's down here sort of dealing with them, but you've already got Curry trying to open up this bedroom wall, or sorry, basement wall. No sound. I forgot. Is there no sound? There should be sound. I think there's sound. Let me know if there's not. Might just be the 3-minute delay. We can watch Curry opening things up. Finding some Valcams is good. Still no frags gone down yet, though. Curry's starting to run forward. Letty as well, making his way in. Some gunfire coming down onto him, but he's not taking any damage. Finally, the first one, STYC, now taking out Cloudstruck. He's dead. Curry is well ready to poke in. Odd from outside, doing a lot of work with these smokes. Hero going to take down Letty, but gets straight out Frosty again for Phantom, so it's 1-for-1. 3-on-4 left alive. Only 3 attackers, but Curry is going for that plant. He's been completely blinded. AWD will get that kill onto him, though, as Curry gets taken down. 2-on-3 now. Diffuser is planted. AWD. Outside. Nobody really watching the diffuser. They do have an Echo Drone up as well. Curious why that wasn't watching things, but Default takes down Frosty, and it's all on AWD. Gets the first kill onto Hero. Firing through the window, now runs right past it, still scoping down, trying to kill this Echo player. Debut needs to buy time for his team. He's going to get the kill onto Debut. One more. 1-on-1. AWD. He vaults out the window, but he's going to get the kill. Default, does he have time, though, to get that defuse? He's going for it. I'm not sure if he does. The time's going to be ticking down now. It's going to get so close, but he's going to be able to get it. And very briefly, please let me check for the sound. Of course, I'm still casting as well, so should be some sound. If not, I think it's on your side. If there are issues with the volume, I can change that, but yes, at the moment, I believe there is sound. Don't scare me like that, Twitch chat. No. So round number 1 going in favor of Peak Everything Esports. That was pretty close, though. I mean, that was a really good try by AWD to clutch that in the end. Couldn't quite do it. Vaulting out the window. Did lose his life to, I believe that was Hero. So. Coming into round number 2, going kitchen dining instead of the basement. That's an interesting play. Usually people would go to the basement. It's true there's no mirror or anything like that, but I don't know. Generally, you would still see basement get picked before kitchen. So we'll see. Maybe they got some strats. No special operators. Castle, maybe. They did tease the clash. But with Castle coming out, they probably got some good ideas on what they want to do with this. I'm willing to bet this is a pretty practiced strategy, so. Here they go with the prep phase.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Again, last round, the offense got in really, really fast. They got into sight. They got so much space on that second floor. I want to see if they take more time now trying to deal with those roamers. I don't think the roamers were a huge issue for them last time. I mean, obviously, a couple of them did come up in the end. But, I mean, they got that bomb set, or that Yeah, another bomb planted. Diffuser planted. Very, very early. And so if they can do that again, I think they stand a good chance to win this round. Just couldn't quite clutch it in the end is the only issue last time. This time the Vigil Phantom creeping his way upstairs, and it looks like SUIC is up here in the kids' dorms as well. But I'm going to imagine that, yeah, Hero's back down here. And Default's not roaming too far away. But again, as we watch these roamers, at least early on in the round, nobody's really challenging them. Phantom's about to get droned out. Doesn't look like he has his ERC7 on right now. It's good now? Okay, thank you, chat. Very quiet to start things off. Take a look at the attack again. Mostly droning, it looks like. And they're just immediately onto site. Look, Frosty's already peeking. They can already see the bomb site. And really nobody's challenging them. It is kitchen, so, I mean, it's a little bit easier to do that on a map like, or on a point like this. We'll see. A couple of shots coming into the showers. Oh, and just peeking that Hero. Probably a poor idea. Letty will punish him for that. Make it a 5-on-4. Favoring the attack now. And again, Letty, can he get another person peeking his angle? Doesn't look like he'll be able to capitalize on it this time. But the diffuser's been planted again. Debut's going to take down Curry. And it's amazing how fast they can just focus this diffuser to get planted. Now, it didn't work for them last time. Frosty takes down Debut. At least only 3 defenders. This is going a lot better than it was on the previous point. Running outside, it looks like Default going to actually get a kill on a Cloudstruck. That was pretty good. Already shifting the numbers back into their favor. Letty needs to try to hold on to this as well as AWD. They can get these bombs planted, or the diffusers planted rather. Coming in from the back, Letty's going to be able to get one, finds the second one, he's going to look for that third. AWD found the second, but yes, Letty will take down Phantom. And Strength will win the second round. And yes, this is much better from them. Their strategy is really, really interesting. It's really not something that we see a lot from other teams. They're going to get in very early. They're going to plant that diffuser, and they're going to try to hold it. And they tend to lose a lot of players in the meantime when they're trying to plant that bomb, or plant that diffuser rather. But more or less, it's working out for them. It's a lot easier to hold the diffuser than it is to try to take it back and try to defuse that. A, because time is now on your side, and then B, because you don't really have to push into anybody. They've got to push into you now, because presumably if you've planted, then you've got somewhat control of that area. So, no, I like their play. I'm interested to see how things develop. Now they're going down to the basement. They don't want to try kitchen again. I think kitchen was a poor site for that, just for the fact that it's really easy to sort of run in, plant, and kind of get out, you know? It's right next to sort of outer wall. There's a door that leads straight into the bomb site from the outside, so the attackers really have a lot of opportunities to get in. Kids' dorms, it's similar, but at least it's on the second floor, so there's fewer ways for them to get in. They didn't really come from the window. They came more so from the stairs, so, and from the bedroom, I guess. But if there's one bomb site where that's really not going to work, it's going to be basement, right? It's so far down below. Your ways in are probably going to be through the hatch or through these stairs, basement stairs. I guess you could come in through tower and try a strat like that, but 9 times out of 10, that's not going to work. So, yeah, no worries, chat. I'm just bugging you. I do appreciate sound feedback. I would much rather have it where people tell me there's an issue and there's not an issue than there's just not then there is an issue and people just don't tell me about it. That would be the worst. If it's good now, it's all that matters. And interestingly enough, we do have an Alibi coming out. She's been seeing a lot more play recently. I wouldn't call her like a meta operator for sure, but compared to when she was first released, her pick rate's definitely been on the up. I mean, she's got a lot of clones here in the meeting hall. Gonna be trying to hold on to this as most of the time you're gonna want to do as a roamer on Oregon when you're holding the basement. Say Default and Phantom again, the standard roamers. Interestingly enough as well, this is the first time that you've actually seen a smoke being used by Peak Everything Esports. You can see already they're making their way in through the front door. This is a lot more standard of an attack than what we're used to, and what generally they've been doing. They got to watch out for Meeting Hall. Of course, they've got to watch out for Meeting Hall. It's really an area that you have to kind of clear out, because if you don't, these two players, Default and Phantom, are just going to come in on you and take you down. Phantom is being tracked by the Jackal, but his retreat up and... Oh, they're both being tracked by the Jackal. I was going to say, at least there's still one kind of covering Phantom, but if they're both being tracked, then this is a little bit dangerous. Of course, another player being tracked by the Alibi as well, so it's a whole game full of tracking. I wonder who that is. Oh, it is the AWD, the Capital. But Frosty's began to work his way down towards the bomb site. Starting to peek things out. Now they have opened up the hatch. AWD seemingly doing good work. Taking down the drone, that's going to be really important later on if they go for another one of these rush plants, and they are, but Debut is going to be there to stop it. On the smoke, ready for something like that to happen, and he's taken care of. Now, they got to, A, take that diffuser back, and then B, get back into it. Looks like Phantom did go for a play to try to get someone on the flank, but Cloudstruck was able to take him down. That leaves a 4-on-4 situation. Default wants to make some aggression happen here, but he's going to get picked off as well. Letty finds the frag on him, and this whole time, I don't think the roamers were all too effective because they were still able to focus this plant pretty well. Now, time is ticking down, and there's not a lot of health, really, on either side, but more so on the defense than on the attack. Frosty goes for that rush, picks up the diffuser, standing in a legion. He's gonna have to pull that out first. Gunshots coming all around him, and there's the smoke from Debut. Takes him down. This has been a much stronger defense. It's so difficult to rush this plant when you're on the attack, getting into basement, because they can just hold this angle. Now, the Alibi clone, watching these stairs, has caught them a couple of times. Letty's gonna be going for it now, being covered by Cloudstruck. There's an Echo drone. He hopefully can take care of that one. Finds the drone, but now somebody's pushing him in through there. It's Hero going to be able to take him down. It's all on AWD from the hatch, though. He's going to get one on SYC, but Debut takes down Odd. And that will be the round. A very strong defense, and as I was kind of suspecting, you know, the strategy that we've seen from attack, from strength, not really one that's going to work as well on a defense of the basement. But we're back at the kids' dorm, and this was a very close fight last time. So, hopefully we'll be able to see another close round this time. For those following the wider Siege pro scene, interesting stuff happened this weekend. We did have the APAC finals, sending, spoiler alert, Norarengu and Fnatic into the finals in Rio. Shaping up to be a very exciting finals to Season 8. I was lucky enough to be able to attend Season 7 finals as a spectator. That was a lot of fun in Atlantic City. Looking forward to watching Season 8 finals as well. More than likely from the comfort of my own home, though, as flights to Rio are a little bit more expensive.
Bomb located by attackers.
These two teams likely not going to make it to the Season 8 finals, largely because they're not a part of Season 8. But who knows? Maybe Ubisoft changes their format last second and gives them a chance.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Default and Phantom chilling in the kitchen, not quite sure what they're doing, but they're having a good time of it, at the very least. And this whole time, it hasn't really seemed like Default and Phantom have been all that impactful. When it comes to their stats, they're doing okay. Phantom, not really. Default, yeah, no, they're both at the bottom of the scoreboard. Okay. I don't think that's because they've been playing poorly. It's just that the way the attack's been playing hasn't really cared about roamers. And you can see it's kind of the same situation here. They're droning out the top floor. Frosty's looking up there. And Jackal's just run up the stairs He's on the top floor already. Finding footprints, doing what he needs to do. Letty's coming up here now. Last time Frosty was at least taking a look at that bottom floor. This time it looks like he's going to be AWD. Similarly droning out, but again, just going upstairs. Who cares? You know, who cares about the roamers? Now, there's a danger not caring about roamers, and that's because they can sneak up behind you and get a nasty kill that you really don't want happening. I don't believe they're really pushing from this angle, though. You know, they're not on that window. Default, despite, it was a good idea. You know, that's kind of what you want to do if you're being ignored as a roamer. Let's go for some sort of a flank, but they're really not going that way, so it's going to be really hard to flank them. They're going to basically have to come up from the stairs. The sort of main entrance stairs. And they're just being droned out, though. Oh, this is going to be a disaster. Default's going to win it, though, onto Letty with the headshot. Despite Letty knowing exactly where he was because of his drone, he's going to get called out and taken down with a frag. Just a little bit more impact from the roamers. And we've got less than 50 seconds to go in this round, and still no plant has gone down. There goes the smokes. Now, Curry did just see that Echo drone, and it's going to be able to stop him. He clearly should have been able to shoot that. All the kills are going in favor of the attacking team. Strength. They're going to pick the diffuser right back up. Meanwhile, all the kills have gone down in favor of Strength. That leaves only Debut left alive, trying to defend against 4. Going to get the kill on a Cloudstruck. Gets another one on AWD, a nice little headshot, but Frosty won't be able to, will be able to take down Debut, as that streak won't be able to continue forever. Through the wall, even. That's gotta hurt. Round number 5, and Strength looking strong here. I know it's a 2-2 scoreline, but the rounds that they lost were, the first one was really close, the second one was on basement. I do think their attack on a basement's really weak, but regardless, I mean, their strategies on points other than that have been working relatively well. And you're not really seeing the adaptation that you'd like to see from Peak Everything Esports. I think Basement is a site that's definitely defending Peak Everything. I think Kitchen is a site that's definitely favoring Strength. And Kids Dormants has been a bit of a toss-up. And last round was pretty dominant for Strength, but I do think it's the right call to come back to this bomb site. STYC has been flipping between operators all game long. Last time I played the Dock didn't seem to have too big of an impact. Now on the Clash, and I'm excited to see how this gets played by STYC. Clash can be an extremely annoying operator to try to play against. Sometimes does get banned out, but really requires your team staying alive, which hasn't been the biggest issue for this team. Hopefully on Clash he can try to slow down that plant, because that plant's been going down so early every single time. Maybe not as early last round, but still around the 45-second mark, I think. No, it didn't even go down last round, did it? My mistake. They still rushed site, though. The strategy was still relatively the same. So, I mean, I'll take a look at these roamers, but I'd like to see them sort of swap off to less of a roam style and more of just maybe like a half roam. I don't really believe that playing in tower is the best move from Phantom, right? He's sort of sticking to his guns. But he's at 1 kill right now. It's clearly not working. He will find somebody this time, though. Sort of being collapsed in on. Sees that window up above him. It's AWD. Will be droning. Pops at ERC7. Very well timed. Gonna get flashed. And if he was holding that angle, he should know. But he doesn't realize that he's into the window. And Phantom's in a bad position. He's gonna try to escape. But AWD is ready for that rotate. Phantom gonna be the first casualty of the last round of the first half. Round number 5, that is. Default now, his roam partner is gone. He doesn't seem to know where anybody is. There's someone right on those stairs. Default creeping along. He's going to see the head, and there it will be. Cloudstruck losing it. Puts back into a 4-on-4 situation. STYC holding in the Dormsby Hall, and this is exactly what we'd be wanting STYC to be playing. Over by these stairs, over in the east side. where he can stop the diffuser from walking in. He can stop this from happening. That window to his left is going to be a bit of an issue. Kind of has to force him back. And people from that window behind him as well, being collapsed on from both sides. Letty from the window, great rotate by him to be able to take down the clash. Where was the team, though? I mean, what were these guys doing? Hero really should have been watching that, if not Debut. Now you can see Debut's in Kidstorms. He's ready to stop this Capital, but a little bit too late. You've already lost your clash. You're already in a 3-on-4 situation. Hero ready to aggress on anybody who's blowing up this closet. Frosty takes down Default, though, and he's being flashed. This isn't going to go well for Hero. Loses the fights AWD. And it all comes down to Debut to not lose the first half. Watching a window where nobody is playing. Surely the plan's just about to come out. I mean, as an Echo, you're pretty poised to be able to counter this sort of immediately rushing in plant strategy through the boards. Takes down Frosty. As I was going to say, when you're last man alive, you really can't just sit there on your drone. So your only option is to sort of go for the gunfights. And a good attempt by him, got one, but that was a difficult situation to be put in when you're the last man alive. So not going to work out. Peak everything. Going to take 2 rounds into the second half. And Strength will be happy to walk away with 3. So now we'll see side switch, and I'm expecting something a little bit different on the attack from Peak Everything, just because that was pretty unusual what we saw from the other guys from Strength. Who knows though? Maybe they are similar playing teams. We have seen rounds get traded back and forth. It is a 3-2 scoreline, which is pretty close, but I'd say Strength solidly look like the stronger team right now. And it's just so easy to make these puns. I'm glad that they're named Strength. Phantom last second swap off onto Jackal. We've seen a lot of Jackal play, actually, in this match. Can definitely be an annoying operator, especially for roamers. But, meh. Not generally one that's seen super often. Definitely going to make the life of AWD a little bit harder. Oh no. As if AWD's life wasn't hard enough, he's going to get shot from above by the shotgun of, who do you think that was? Curry, probably. Probably Curry. Not exactly how you want to be doing things. And AWD, I really want to see what he's doing right now. He's going for the spawn peak. Fortunately for him, nobody spawned at construction. Ooh, bullets coming in through the window, though. He's going to have to get up high. I'm trying to use these Valk cams to find somebody. If he can. Looks like Frosty's going to be the other roamer for the team. Sitting down in kitchen. Frosty could be close to having a bit of an engagement here. You see again the attack have gotten into this upper floor very, very quickly. They're already onto the balcony, onto the closet. Phantom trying to hunt down these roamers. Interestingly enough, he is going to try to clear out this rear stage area, the tower area, where AWD is very, very close. So this could be an engagement. But Phantom maybe doesn't want to try it too hard. Oh, and just sees the Vigil go invisible right as the Vigil rotates. Poor timing from Phantom. Hero takes a bit of damage. Not quite sure where that was from, but potentially from the Jaeger, who is playing inside of Meeting Hall. Looks like Phantom was able to get the footprints off an AWD. Knows he's upstairs now, but it's all the kills going in favor of the defense. Strength have gotten 2. And Phantom's really doing nothing. Hero is down by Cloudstruck, just shot from above. Debut, the only person still playing the site, Phantom finally trying to rotate, but people are watching him. Meanwhile, Debut taken down by Frosty with a headshot. And solved to Phantom, who's pretty much wasted most of the round. He's going to find a kill. That's a nice frag on a Frosty. Okay. Good start to things here. But he does need the ace clutch in order to win. There's a player. That's the one he was tracking. That's the Vigil. He didn't even manage to get that kill. A peek. Punishes it onto Cloudstruck. If anybody should be used to countering peaks, it should be Peak Everything Esports through the wall. Letty's taken down, but the smoke. Oh, he was on 2 little HP. Oh, that hurt so bad. What an end to a possible ace clutch. That's the game, though, and he's going to get punished for it. 4-2 is now our scoreline strength. Poised to do well here. They only need to win 2 more rounds, and they will be moving on to the semifinals. Going to the basements. This is a much more standard second site, right? Honestly, I think picking that kitchen bomb site first or second rather, really hurt Peak Everything Esports. Because that was definitely their weakest bomb site on the defense. And after that, I mean, the way the site rotation works, they couldn't go back to basement when they really should have been able to, or they really would have wanted to. And that probably would have been able to give them another round. Probably would be closer to 3-3 scoreline right now if they had gone to basement a little bit earlier on in their rotation.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Caveira's being played, which is always fun. Again, you've got your pretty much mandatory operators for this point. Your smoke, your mute is pretty mandatory. Maybe not mandatory, but definitely very strong on this site. So your mute, your smoke, your echo. I'm excited to see where that Caveira is going to be playing. I'm guessing in meeting hall. I don't know, where even is she right now? She's in showers. Okay. There is a Vigil. Or, sorry, not a Vigil, my bad. There is a, Jackal. Blah, blah, blah. There's a Jackal. But, Caveira can put on that silent step and then just sort of negate the ability of Jackal, so. I'm very curious to see how this play from AWD goes. So far, everyone has run past him. But that could lend itself nicely to a very late game flank, or even a mid game flank. Currently, he's content to sit in the showers. Make sure he's clean before he goes off hunting. Frosty definitely in a more traditional roam area. Cloudstruck roaming as well in meeting halls. That's 3 roamers, a little bit more than we generally would see. But I guess that's what happens when you have a Caveira. What is AWD doing? He's sounding stepping up the stairs. Nobody's really here. Cloudstruck does get taken down by STYC, and Hero's going to find Odd as well. That was the Caveira, couldn't find anything, but a nice shot from Curry. That's not who we just saw. We were watching Frosty. Well, I assume it was a nice shot anyways. Makes it a 4-on-3 now. 3 defenders left alive. Again, Frosty roaming here, and then the 2 anchors still sitting in basement, unsurprisingly. So Frosty, there's a minute 19 left. He's got to start thinking about when he's going to head back down to site. He's done a good job of delaying, but, I mean, people are coming in now. Curry being tracked by the Jackal is not a huge deal. If they know where he's at, that's not really the end of the world. Yeah, I was about to say, Lefty's got to be careful with how much he's moving that yokai drone. He's got to be careful that it doesn't get cleaned up. He does have the second one in position to stop that bomb. And again, Frosty, nobody's really pressuring onto him. It's mostly just the pressure of Curry that's stopping this plant from being placed. But this is likely going to be it. Default takes down Frosty. So that was the roamer. He got pushed into meeting hall. Lefty's just running the smoke. As soon as it gets cleared, he's a bit out in the open. Finds the head, but won't be able to connect onto it. Hero takes him down, and Default finds Curry. A very good round from Peak Everything Esports, one they very much needed. Cementing this as their bomb site on basements, keeping them in the game 4-3 as we're going into round number 8. They're going basement supply again. Okay. They did just lose it pretty badly. But I guess their alternative is kitchen or towers. They're really not comfortable in kitchen. They're really not comfortable in the tower. Okay, maybe you're going to stick in the basement. Not sure that I like that still. I probably would have preferred going over to kitchen. This might show that they maybe are not as flexible on the other two sites, which is not what you want to see from a team. You'd like to be able to see a team that can rotate onto even the off sites when needed. The fact that they're going to try to brute force this basement defense, who knows? I mean, maybe they know exactly what went wrong and maybe they know exactly how to fix that. But more likely, I think they're just worried about the less meta bomb sites and how to hold those less favorable bomb sites. I mean, they're meta for a reason. Generally, basement is considered more easy to defend than kitchen is, but you've already just shown that you're not very good at defending this, so we'll see how Strength do in their second attempt trying to defend the basement. No Caveira this time opting for the Ella. And we'll see what AWD wants to play. Looks like he's going to be more standard, just hiding in the meeting hall. In there with Cloudstruck. And Frosty looks like he's going to be content just to sit back down inside of the basement. Or not, maybe he's going tower. Again, he was the operator last time, or he was the player last time that I really think should have rotated back down onto the site a little bit earlier than he did last time. But we'll see. Sitting back here in the tower stairs, gonna be a good backup to anybody on that in the meeting hall when they need it. But there's a lot of roamers. That's what I'm trying to say. SCYC, the Capitao has been doing a lot of work for them so far. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. Alright, well, he hasn't really done much in terms of kills, but the utility that he's been providing has been pretty noticeable with the smokes, with the flames. More so with the smokes, which is not something you often say with Capitao, especially when there's no glass on the field, but Intel Hero wants to try to take down these players inside meeting hall. Careful not to shoot his own teammate, though. Cloudstruck wanting to peek this. AWD as well. Cannot because of the fire, though. Being tracked by Jackal. And fire. This is a very rough spot for roamers to be in. Frosty again just sort of doing nothing down in the stairs. Or in the tower. Which, that can be fine sometimes. You know, maybe you're not needed to do anything. Especially in the defense. Right? I'm not saying that's a bad thing. A nice shot from Cloudstruck, though. Starts off this round. With that wall being opened up, things are much harder for the roamers. Runs through the wall into Pantry. That's a daring move by AWD. Will get punished in the end by SCYC. But letting us another kill onto Hero as well. And downed is Cloudstruck. SCYC managed to finish him off. So it's a 3-on-3 right now. 3-on-2. As SCYC going on a fragging spree. Just as we were talking about how he's a little bit low on the frag count on the scoreboard. He's going to jump up, get 3 in a row. Putting down the smokes. Opening things up for his teammate to go for that plant. Default hops on top of the washing machine. Going for that plant now. We'll see how it works out for him. Debut covering from the stairs. STYC finds it on the lefty. Dropping down now. Looking for that final kill, but he won't be able to get the ace. Curry shuts him down, and now it's all up to Curry to try to clutch in a 1-on-2 situation. Shutting down the ace potential. Doesn't know where anybody's at. He's thrown all of his toxic babes so far. One is downstairs, but he doesn't realize that. Default finds an easy kill onto him. And Peak Everything will tie up the game 4-4. Starting to get very, very close between these two teams. Really nice round from Peak Everything. And STYC waking up. 2 kills in the first, what was that, 8 rounds? First 7 rounds, then in round number 8 gets 4. Tripling his total kill count. Not bad at all. If you're going to step up, at least step up before the game ends, and that's exactly what he's doing. It's round number 9. We're tied 4-4. After this round, one of these teams will be on match point. A Blackbeard going to get picked up by default. First time we've seen this operator played in the game. Kizdorms now is bomb site number, was it going to be 4? Yes, sir. Finally, Strength are able to come back to this site after winning on it 2 rounds ago. And again, I told you I didn't like that basement site from them last time. Chose to go basements after losing it really hard. Lost it less hard, but still lost it. Would have liked to see something like a kitchen last time, because now we'll never know if they could have won on kitchen. But the decision is not mine to make. And let's take a look at where these players are hiding. AWD. Going downstairs in the basement. Very active roamer. Generally, you don't see people in the basement while holding on kids. Who else is roaming with him? Doesn't look like anybody, at least not yet. Frosty certainly could. Cloudstruck, Letty, all perfectly good operators to run around the map. But I guess instead of 2 sort of standard roamers, I was going to say you're only going to have AWD on the super roam, but no. Frosty drops down in the kitchen and he will now be hunting for some more players as well. Still putting up barbed wire. Classic Jaeger life. Minute of the round gone, and I'm really not sure what's happened. Seems like nothing. It's not great for the attack. I guess they've droned a lot. That's something. They've lost a player. AWD. Good play on the Ella. Comes out from the tower. Comes out from the basement. That's pretty unexpected. Not gonna lie. That's a nice play by him. Might not work twice, but regardless, you're in round number 9. You don't really need it to work twice. This is a site that they've clearly shown that they're proficient in. Debut needs to make sure that there's nobody ready to bandit trick him. And there absolutely is. That's going to be the job of Cloudstruck, to try to bandit trick this closet. Curry already threw out one of his Talk to Babes. You can see it in the hallway there. Debut wants to plant this. He wants to plant it so bad. Gonna get some help from the Thatcher. And still doesn't plant. They're trying to juke out this bandit, but Cloudstruck is more or less holding strong. Here's it going down now. Is he going to go for it? Nope, he's just going to let it happen. Doesn't think he has time. You know, his teammate was able to get one. He'll do the second wall for whatever's that worth. Phantom takes down Curry, making it a 4-on-3. Doesn't look like Debut is all too concerned with that yet, though. About the bandit battery getting placed down on the other side of the closet. Pushing aggressively, they're going to end up trading, but Thatcher's okay. Phantom able to crawl all the way back. Cloudstruck not so lucky, taken down. And that makes us a 3-on-3. Diffuser's been dropped 10 seconds to go. They really need to start things up. Took a little while to pick that up, but all the kills coming in for the blue team, just letting them feed in. AWD, Letty, Frost, each getting one apiece. That's going to put the round in favor of defenders. When there's 10 seconds left, all you can do is rush in, and if the defenders are holding those angles like they're supposed to be, that's exactly what you want as a defender in the last 10 seconds. So a good hold from Strength. They've shown they're good on that bomb site. Able to hold it really, really well. And putting them on a match point. 5-4 is the scoreline. And basement supply will be tried for the third time. Will it be lost for the third time? To send us into overtime.
Attackers need to locate and defuse the bomb.
Here they go, trying to defend basement once more. Again, I don't love this decision by them to go basement after you've lost it twice. Sure, the first time you lost it really bad. The second time it was not as bad. Maybe the third time's a charm. But it's always a gamble, all right? When you've lost the site a couple of times. It's always going to be a difficult decision if you want to go back there. Usually it's not advisable. But I guess. I mean, if they're really confident that they suck at kitchen, then maybe it's your only option.
Attackers have recovered.
We'll see, though.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse.
Again, doesn't really look like too many roamers. Cloudstruck is up here in the dorms. Getting ready to peek out the window, but hasn't found anybody yet. Hasn't made himself known. There are people lurking outside that window, though. They're not really directly outside of it. I think they're more so inside. He's being tracked by the Jackal and droned out. This is a difficult situation to be in as a rower because they absolutely know exactly where you are. Now they're firing up at you through the floor. Default is still just droning around. He needs to win these gunfights. Amazingly, he's going to be able to take down Hero. Oh, with a pistol. Can't take down Phantom, though. That's a tough sell. Turns it into a 4-on-4. Good on him to be able to even trade that, though. I mean, that's a difficult gunfight to win when the enemy team has so much more information than you do. But regardless, traded 1-for-1 is the ultimate situation. I think every other defender is sitting in the basement, so a very different strategy from what we've seen from them in other times where they've been defending this basement. They've had 3 roamers last couple of times. This time they're only playing with 1, so huge difference in that regard. Each other, this is sort of throwing off peak everything. They're just trying to drone this out. They're like, all right, surely there are roamers somewhere. They're droning out very, very neurotically. But I think they're starting to realize we don't have anything to worry about. We just need to focus this plant. And that is going to be what they're up to. Even now, STYC, he's throwing out drones. He's like, let's just be sure. Let's just be sure. That hatch going to be opened up, though. And with this castle barricade here, obviously you could melee it down. That's a tough read. There is somebody coming up into tower. Now that's Letty. He could be going for a very late flank. My worry here is that there's only 30 seconds to go. So things need to move from the attack. They are wasting some time, though. They are focusing him a little bit in the back meeting hall. AWD will take down debut. I believe that was with the C4. Diffuser picked up. Now STYC needs to go for this plant. The smoke's going to make it very difficult, though. Puts down his own smokes. Not even going for the plant just yet, though. There's the Toxic Babe. Poorly timed by STYC. He needs to get going. Now he's going to try to plant it one more time, but it's not going to happen for him. Shot down, and it's just a 1 on something. Doesn't matter because strength win it. Round number 10, a 6-4 victory. Strength move on to the semifinals. North American PC Go4 number 135. And what is a very close game. congratulations to them. We will be continuing to watch this tournament, and we'll watch strength in the semifinals versus whoever they may come across. So we are going to throw it to some music, and then be with you very shortly. As soon as that semifinal match starts up, we'll be able to get it going, and yeah, I'll see you then.
Walking on ice, paper thin, skating on the surface of what might have been. Do you wanna be set free? Voices in the sound of the cracks all singing to me. Do you wanna be set free? If you come back looking for me, keep your eyes off the ground. Let me hear to take off for a drive. If you come back looking for me, if you come back looking for me, if you come back looking for me, I'll be right back. cracks are singing to me. Do you wanna be set free?
Wap, wap. Wap. Wap, wap, wap. Oh, baby, baby, I want to feel your wap. Wap, wap, wap. Wap. Wap, wap, wap. I want to feel your wap, wap. I want to feel your wap. I want to feel your wap, wap. I want to feel your wap.
on the horizon. We'll fight the silence. This is the hour when we are golden. Here in the first light, we've been going all night. This is the hour when we are golden. Here in the first light, we've been going all night.
You've been far away. What have you got to say? My heart is on display, but I'm not afraid. Yeah, I'm not afraid. Why you been getting busy? I've been getting dizzy, trying not to keep you in mind. Now all the 35 is certainly enticing, since you came back in my life. I've been waiting for you, been waiting for you, been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you, been
let it consume me, I let it control me. I'll always be lonely, I'll never be fine. If life is a movie, it's always so boring. Where is the story? I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. Don't look back when I call you, but does that mean that you don't care? Go back to when I saw you, your beautiful eyes with a deadly stare. You think I'm stupid, but I get it now. How long can we make this go? It won't hurt to let it out, baby, cause I got to know. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. I let it consume me, I let it control me. I'll always be lonely, I'll never be fine. If life is a movie, it's always so boring. Where is the story? I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. 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 Time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. I hope it gets better with time. I hope it gets better with time. I let it consume me, I let it control me. I'll always be lonely, I'll never be fine. If life is a movie, it's always so boring. Where is the story? I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time.
You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind. In a world that's turning all the time, nothing could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be This lake of fire burns my skin. How could love wear so thin?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the North American PC Go4 number 135. We're in the semifinals now, and we're watching Strength versus Revolution. And we just watched Strength play last time in the quarterfinals. They had a close match versus Peak Everything Esports. They did win it. The score was 6-4. Revolution didn't quite have the same story. We didn't watch their match, but they did have a 6-0 victory over Kukulkan Esports, that being one of the best Mexican teams that plays in these Go4s, if not the best. So they are a strong team. I believe they play in ESA, Community League for Rainbow Six. They've been playing a lot of Go4s recently. They came in second last week, first the week prior. So a contender to win it all here. Strength, a little bit worried for them, not gonna lie. But you know, we'll see. Hopefully they can pull out a good show for us. Our map is Border. So we haven't seen that today. Nice when we don't see repeat maps. Border, obviously a fun map. And yeah, we'll just wait for the last two players on each team to join up, and then we will be going live here. Hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. We did reach 200 followers that last game, which is not a huge number, but pretty cool. I'm still proud. Along with being proud, I am excited to get into this next game. Oh, were they changing sides? Do I have the sides wrong? That would be sad. Or is Filthy just not on that team? I see. We need 2 more from Strength. Then we'll be going live here. In the meantime, I'll double check my sound, because sometimes I do dumb things. Looks like it should be good. But yes, US Nationals are still going on. Not that I'm trying to remind you of that. Don't go watch that stream. Keep watching mine. Or watch that stream. I don't care. Do what you want. Watch Rainbow Six. That's all I ask. Or don't. I'm not your parent. I'm not your dad. Games are moving pretty quickly this time around, actually. The quarterfinals started right on time, which is amazing. I guess this match is 42 minutes late now. Oh well. 42 and counting. The other side of the bracket is not as far along as we are, but depending on how the games go, we might not have to wait for the semifinals. What happens when we start really early, when we get the very first quarterfinal match, which is what we ended up casting, is that after that's done, we got to start waiting for everybody. So there does tend to be longer gaps in between the games. But also, you know, you start earlier, so that's the trade-off. We will be watching the semifinals here today, and, well, finals today as well, but right after this will be the finals. One of these two teams will make it in. The other will not. The other will be able to fight for third place, though, obviously, in the third place match. That will not be getting casted. But the grand finals, the best of 3, will be casted, so. Not sure what the holdup is for Strength. Revolution just finished their game, so they're kind of hopping quickly from one game to the other. Strength have had a break, obviously. We just watched them in the last game. They've had the same break that we have, so who knows? Maybe they're out getting a pizza or something. Man, now I kind of want a pizza. I had a pizza last night, though, so I shouldn't order a second pizza 2 nights in a row. We try to be responsible here on the Corn Pop stream. But again, in the wider Rainbow Six news, I mean, we've got 4 teams confirmed for the Season 8 finals. G2 Esports, FaZe Clan, Norarengu, and Fnatic have all secured their spots. North America plays tomorrow, and the winner of Evil Geniuses versus SK will secure their spot. So we will have at least one representation from each region figured out. And the next couple of weeks, we will, of course, figure out all 8 spots. So, a lot happening in the upper level Rainbow Six Siege scene. Maybe one day one of these two teams will make it up there. Revolution probably a bit better shot than Strength, just because they are playing in community leagues already. Curry says that Strength are ready. I'm just going to wait for the R from Revolution, and we will be going live into our semifinals match. There it is. Starting the game off. I'll turn on the volume so we can all hear the game. Border is our map for the semifinals. Strength versus Revolution. Revolution, one of the top teams coming into this tournament. Strength, maybe a little bit unlikely that they've made it this far, but not a bad thing. And have I just crashed out of the game? That's the question, ladies and gentlemen. My screen is not moving, and my game's not responding. Hey, yo. Well, I'm going to try to get back into that. Not sure if I'm going to be able to. I know if you just disconnect from the server, you can jump back in. But since I actually crashed, we're going to have to wait and see. It did crash. Oh no, it crashed. Yup. I do apologize for the malfunctions. Blame Ubisoft though, not me. Here we are getting to the game now. It's alright, nobody wanted to watch Siege anyways, right? Yes, reconnect to custom match. Woohoo! That's what I like to see. Thank you, Ubisoft. Let's see what's happening. Looks like bans have gone out. Lion, Glaz, Mira, and Echo were the bans. All very standard bans. And Armory Lockers Archives is our first bomb site. Again, very standard. We have Strength on the left. Protest the Caster. Alrighty.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Well, we're going live. Everything's working now, thank God. And the defense will start up. I didn't manage to go down the rosters because I was crashed, but going on things now on Strength. As we just saw, they have Letty, Curry, Odd / AWD, Frosty, and Cloudstruck. And then over on the other side, Revolution. They have got Utility, Animosity, Gib2K, Filthy, and One Hippo. Their names are rapidly changing with the scoreboard as they all place down their gadgets.
10 seconds left before insertion.
But these are the teams.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
And as we start in onto the first round of the map. Not a lot of roam going on. Animosity may be the farthest one for Revolution. Just playing in the offices. Not too aggressive. You have Filthy playing around the B-bomb. Gib, of course, likely going to be wanting to bandit trick. He does have a battery on that right wall. The left wall is not currently occupied by anything. Any sort of a battery. They're already starting to try to break in here. They're going to pop off with the EMP grenade. Curry's really nowhere near, though. And Blitz is just going to put down a second battery, so... They did kill the battery, and Letty lost a lot of health from that little angle that he's currently trying to watch. Curry repeating the same mistakes as his teammate, down to about 50% HP. They gotta be really careful of that. Letty using the EMP, but it's not going to work. The bandit battery did hold out and was able to stop that wall from being opened up, so... No more shock wires from Gib2K, but still not bad at all. Filthy finds the first kill of the game onto Letty. And that leaves just 4 players left alive in the attack. Finally, a dynamite going to get popped off by Curry, and it will explode, opening things up. AWD actually been down, currently sitting in security room, should be able to be picked up by his teammates, but nobody's with him right now. Worst case scenario, he's playing Zofia, he could pop himself back up, but Filthy on the roam comes around and kills him before he has that opportunity. Sometimes, if your team's just not near you, you kind of just gotta get back up on your own. And of course, as Zofia, you have the opportunity to do that. Cloudstruck, though, gets the trade. Filthy not going to get anything else on that roam. Maybe shouldn't have gotten so aggressive. Cloudstruck just going out from behind, though. Flank to the flanker. 3-on-4 left in this game. 54 seconds to go, and Curry will get a headshot. Going to get traded out by one Hippo, though, and that leaves just Frosty and Cloudstruck left alive for the attack. One Hippo gets another one with a headshot onto Frosty. Cloudstruck, last man alive. Doesn't have the diffuser. Doesn't see the player. Gib2K gets the kill. Cloudstruck likes to protest absolutely everything possible, I'm being told. Which explains the jokes going on at the beginning of the stream. I see. Or the beginning of the game, rather. Where's the second caster? I just cast on my own. Because there are no more casters who want to. You want to hop in? Unfortunately, this is ESL Rainbow Six casters only. Community casters. You can apply to be a community caster. If you should be able to just search up ESL Rainbow Six community casters and find the application link. There's not too many in North America right now. Usually we got guys like Tamies and Sternab who do a lot of the heavy lifting, but I think they're on like vacation right now or something. They're both gonna be gone for like this whole month, so it's mostly me in October. But absolutely, if you're in any region at all, you can apply to be a Rainbow Six caster for ESL, a community caster. It's a lot of fun, although it can be tiring when you're up till 2 in the morning some nights on a Sunday. Not that I'm complaining, though. It's a good time.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
The bomb site now is going to be janitor servers.
5 seconds left.
And again, you're going to see a lot of defense be put up in this second floor.
The bomb diffuser.
They want to be able to hold on to it if possible. It's a lot easier to hold from above than it is from below. Hold on to this upper floor. Right now it's Filthy and also Gib2K holding up here in Archives. But Utility's creeping around on the stairs as well. Got that bulletproof cam going instead of the impact grenades. Certainly has its uses, such as right here. Got the ping off as well, so knows what operator that was, and his teammates have a better idea of where people are playing. Overall in the attack, not a lot just going on yet. Still just droning around. No strength there. A team that likes to just go in and plant as soon as possible. But regardless of their playstyle, they are going to be focusing upstairs. Maybe to the detriment. One Hippo hits the headshot onto Frosty. Leaves only 4 attackers left alive, and they have been struggling this matchup so far. Not over for them just yet. Of course, very early. Curry going to be low on this wall here. AWD takes down Gib2K. That evens things out a little bit. 4-on-4 now, but very little health. You see Curry on almost nothing, AWD on almost nothing, and make that actually nothing as Filthy takes him down. Traded out by Curry, though, who is waiting by that window in case anything happened to his dear old friend. Curry, Letty, and Cloudstruck, the last 3 players left alive on attack, and I'm interested to see where Utility is right now. He's coming for the flank. Excellent timing by him. Takes down Curry. It's a 3-on-2 now. People are hunting for him. That is Letty. Should know where he's at. Not a lot of HP on Utility. He's killed, and it's a 2-on-2. Letty, speaking of not a lot of HP, though, I mean, look at him. Just a sliver of health left.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Can't shoot a bulletproof camera. Fortunately, that is the name of the gadget. Bulletproof. Cloudstruck looking into the sight. Wow, what a shot on Animosity. Those are some fast reflexes. Can't pull it out on one Hippo, though. And it's a 1-on-1. Letty versus one Hippo. Such little HP. A lot of time. Oh, but it's the goo mine. Animosity. That's gotta hurt. So unfortunate. Just steps into it. That does not do a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter when you've got just a sliver of health left. And that'll be the second round going in favor of Revolution. Doing well so far. As kind of expected that they would. They now have to go on to their third bomb site, which is Bathroom Tellers. If I had to guess right now, I believe that one Hippo is top fragging. Yeah, 4 kills from him. Filthy not been doing too bad either, and I wouldn't discredit really anybody on the board just yet. It's only 2 rounds in. But in those short 2 rounds, still one Hippo has found his way to shine. Filthy pretty good too, so.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
We'll take a look at this setup now.
Attackers have discovered the location of a
As
bomb.
they try to hold their third bomb site. And apologies if I take some breaks talking between these. It is solo casting, as much as I would love to cast with
Bomb located by attackers.
West God. I'm only casting by myself tonight, as I generally am on Go4s, so if I don't talk during these sort of down periods, setup periods, operator pick periods, just trust in my voice.
5 seconds left. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers' objective is to defuse the bomb.
Again, you're going to see a lot of pressure and a lot of utility being placed up top here. Try to hold the second floor. Really key part of this defense is holding the second floor. And you see, this time Filthy bringing the frag grenades, or impact grenades even. So it's little things, being able to sort of flex on a different gadgets when the time calls for it. And he's got some dirty little angles here. This is quite tight. We'll see if he can find any kills with it, but right now this is a pretty classic attack coming out from the attacking team, who I've forgotten their name of, fortunately. No, I can't remember this. Oh well. They like to rush these bomb sites, and they're doing it less so on this map than they were on Oregon. But again, you can see most of them are focused downstairs, if not all of them. Filthy finds the first kill onto Cloudstruck. Curry gonna fall again to Filthy, and he's just playing in these angles. Is he gonna get another one? Yes, he is. 3 kills in a row from the Vigil playing in offices. And I told you, he's got some dirty angles up here. They're going quite well. Now the Zofia has washed up, but he's not watching for it. AWD takes down Filthy. Not expecting that at all. And these Sabana pelts have been placed. AWD gets another one on Animosity. Knows where everybody is. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-on-2 situation. Very winnable for the attack. Letty finds another one as well. Looking good so far. Letty, again, always seems to find himself on very little HP. But it might not matter if AWD can just close out the game right here. Yes, he will. Utility, well, not quite the game. Wins the round for strength. Evening things out. 1-1 is the scoreline. Apollo in chat, keeping us up to date on other esport news. Canadian Hearthstone player Language Hacker has won HCT Fall. Congratulations to him. Always happy when Canadian players win. Oh, and someone has disconnected, so we might be seeing a rehost. It's 2-1. What am I thinking? See if you can get back in. Yeah, looks like we will be rehosting. So, oops, I just quit the game. What am I doing? What am I doing? That's okay. We'll get right back in here, guys, as soon as we can complete this rehost. I'm busy talking about Hearthstone, and there's video games happening right in front of us. Reads chat? Absolutely. At least when there's not games going on. Again, there's a 3-minute delay, as is mandatory for ESL casts, just to keep things fair. Nobody can check my stream and see what's going on. So, Strength vs. Revolution, our semifinal match, will be continuing very shortly here. We'll get this set up for everybody. Hopefully people start getting in. Oh man, I didn't get to see that ban face. Ooh, do you remember who was banned? Miro's banned. Alright, Miro was banned. Glaz was banned. Lion was banned. Was it Echo? Might have been Echo. See if people are getting in. Letty's in, and looks like the other guy's in a terrorist hunt game. Okay, I think he's joining soon. There we go. So, match options. I'm pretty sure it was Echo. I'm going to pick Echo. I think so. Boo. Custom team names, sure. Add around history. So the first one was in favor of orange. Add around history, orange. And then finally, blue. This one was Armory Lockers Archives. This one was Ventilation Workshop. Yes. Yes. And then Bathroom Tellers. Okay, and I am going to change the names. Strength, right? Yes, sir. Evolution. And starting the game. Hopefully we got everything right. As I'm telling you, this is the most stressful part of the job. I think we got it right, though. Armory Lockers Archives is once again open because we're on round number 4. And it's been 2 rounds since that was 1. So here we go. Interesting switching utility from Vigil onto Smoke. Generally not the same players that's going to play those 2 different operators, very different roles. But as we saw last time when they played this site, they didn't have very many roamers, so I'm definitely not against the idea that they have a Smoke instead of a Vigil. If that's sort of their playstyle, then certainly stick with that. Because it seemed to work pretty well for them. I mean, they've been winning this so far. The only bomb site they've lost is their seemingly worst bomb site, seemingly the 3rd bomb site, right? So they're looking pretty good. Despite the scoreline would be 2-1, looking like a 4-1 at the end of this half. And then, of course, we've got to switch over to Strength defending and then Revolution attacking. But we'll see. We're not quite there yet. There's a lot of trouble from the attack to try to make it in onto this site in the last round. So again, it looks like Animosity's the farthest player away from the bombs, but again, he's not playing that far, really. Already some shots coming into the bomb site, though. AWD does not want to waste any time getting in onto the site. Curry and Letty definitely have a mission at this point in time. They want to try to open up this very important wall. Barely managed to get it last time, but they did get it. Not that it led to a round win, but it was something. Frosty currently on the roof, droning in through the skylight. And they're coming down. They want to be very careful of anybody jumping out and harming them while they're trying to open up this wall. But interestingly enough, they're just going to be poking in through sort of the other side. They're not going for this main wall that generally this bandit is tasked with protecting. They're sort of on the other side of the map, going for a different approach, and I do like that. A lot of damage on a Filthy, who's currently in the roam into the bathroom. Flashed by the Zofia, just trying to hold the angle, wins the gunfight regardless, out with a pistol, takes down AWD. Almost no HP, pretty much blinded, still wins the gunfight. Not too bad at all from Filthy. One Hippo, not quite as lucky though. Cloudstruck takes him down on the Capital with the headshot. Puts us in a 4-on-4 situation. Cloudstruck, another one onto Animosity. 2 for him with bag. Looking for 3 more. Again, not a ton of health left. Onto Filthy, who's still in the bathroom. Nobody has pushed him. They lost a player. They're like, alright, never mind. We just won't bother with it. Curry started to open things up. You can tell this form of attack, while generally not being the meta, has worked out a lot better for them. Letty's running forward. Sees the one player. Will get a nice headshot on a Gip 2K. Not looking the right direction. Firing through the wall. That was the smoke. Utility wasn't able to find anything. He's on full HP, but there is carnage happening all around him. He's got to try to stop this plant. It's happening out in front of him, but he's got no more toxic babes. 15 seconds left to go in this round. He's going to lose his only teammate in Filthy. Defuse has been planned. He's going to get 1 onto utility. Can he get 2 more and get the defuse? No, he won't. Curry finds the headshot onto him, and Strength will tie up the game 2-2. An excellent round, and really getting them back into this game. If they'd lost that one, then they lost this next one. They would have been looking rough headed in the second half, but able to tie up the game early here, able to tie it up when it's 2-2, gives them a lot of hope against this very high-level team relative to what we generally see in Go4s. Some really good stuff coming out of Strength right now. The ability to change direction on their attack on that bomb site shows us adaptation that we weren't really seeing as much in the quarterfinals with their match up against Peak Everything Esports. Now, they did manage to win that one regardless, but I like how they're a little bit more flexible here on Border. Maybe this is a map they're a little bit more comfortable on. We're back to Armory Lockers. And I don't disagree with this bomb site pick at all. You've won it once already. The last one was pretty close. And it is definitely the most favored bomb site for defenders, statistically. So I like the option to come here for a third time.
5 seconds left. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Here we go, starting things off again. Gib2k is going to be trying to watch this wall here. The Armory Lockers wall. But it wasn't pushed at all last time. And just based on the outlines I'm seeing right now, it looks like the strategy is once again going to be to come from, sort of not that way, come from the east more so. And you can sort of tell that from their positioning. They could switch it up, obviously. Running around the map's not too difficult, but so they want to play it right now. Certainly AWD on this east side, but open things up. Maybe surprise annihilation or animosity rather. Things being opened up around him. Oh, and there's a frag grenade. Frosty, perfectly thrown. He was up top. Some great buck play by him. And Filthy killed by a claymore. Not sure how that happened, but things are going great for the attack. They might even be able to win this first half. Certainly looking like it right now. That would be great for them. All the roamers cleared out. One hippo. I'm not sure what he's doing. Just running through doorways, assuming nobody's going to be there. But Letty is. And it's just getting worse and worse here for the defense. Utility getting droned out. Throwing with the toxic babes. And we're only a minute and 30 into this round. That is not what you want to see. Nitrocell comes out. Does kill AWD. And fighting through the smoke. Almost got another kill too. Wasn't quite able to find that head. But still fighting here. Utility. Gotta watch for these flashes. Toxic babe again goes out. Gib2k finds a headshot on Cloudstruck. 3-on-2 now. Utility pushed down by Frosty. There's a nice shot by Gib2k. Takes down Curry. It's a 2-on-1. Diffuser has been down. He knows exactly where it is. Fighting through the wall, trying to find a shot. Knows someone's back there. Doesn't necessarily know where the third player is. Oh, yes, he does. It's at least being called out to him. These angles are so tight. Oh, my goodness.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Diffuser's been picked up. People being pinged. Now, I believe he knows that that plant is happening, but he's got to be careful of that player on the left. Oh, he's not watching to his left. He needs to flick over. He's going to get the kill regardless. On very little HP. Tries to get the final kill. Holy smacks. Gib2k comes back around. Will get the defuse and clutches it for his team. A 3-man to end the round.
Defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser.
And Revolution will take the first half. That was exciting. Round number 6, Revolution, showing why they're a real team comes together. I don't know if Strength is a real team, or if this is just sort of a mixed team for this tournament. They've all got kind of different tags on. You can see 2 T3s, 1 LFT. Odd just has no tag. He's just got not the period. Same with Cloudstruck. So who knows? Revolution, though, they certainly are in there. Proving why. Absolutely incredible play by Gib2k. Now they're on attack, though. So that can kind of halt any momentum, right? Usually, if that was like on a round 1 or a round 2, you might be able to sort of hope that momentum can carry you into future rounds. And you definitely still can, right? It's not like there's a break between the two halves or anything. But you're doing very different things now that you've been swapped over onto attack. So the momentum might slow down a little bit, just because the role's going to be changed. But who knows? Either way, that was a great round for Revolution and for Gib2k. and they should be very happy about it. Armory Locker's defense, not too surprising, and nothing crazy coming out from the operators either, at least on defense. A lot of interesting stuff happening on attack. You've got, I don't think any of those operators, except the Thermite, obviously, I don't think any of them were run by strength when they were attacking. Ash, very unusual. Maverick, a fun one to see, I'll say. And, yeah, Sledge not too common either. Generally, Buck being preferred, but not always. That's more of a player-by-player choice. So I've been talking this whole time. I haven't actually been looking around. Interesting, you're letting the Bandit roam around instead of trying to bandit trick. He just put his batteries down and decided, I'm going to go sit on some stairs. And AWD has been having a good time since. Now, one Hippo has just droned him out. You can't quite see it, but you heard it. And as soon as he sees that drone, he runs away. Fires some shots through the window, but now he's back towards his team. Doesn't want to overcommit to a roam, which I think is smart, especially on this point. You don't need roamers super far away. And now we can actually start bandit tricking as well. So, not great play by him. Less great. Filthy hits the headshot, though. That's the Ash just peeking his head down the quarter. And yeah, all my praises about staying alive sort of just vanished there. Ash doing what Ash does best, getting kills and destroying barbed wire. Man, Filthy seems to know exactly where these players are. Always has their number ready to come out firing. Might suspect, no, ooh, missing quite a few shots on both sides. It'll be Filthy who comes out on top just barely. 3 HP, that looks like. Cloud's truck will fall, and Filthy's been going quite hard. Frosty gets one, though. Traded around, and Gib2K, star of last round, finds another one onto Letty with a headshot. Only 2 defenders remain. One of them is Curry on the smoke, and he's only got 1 remote gas grenade left. Hole has been opened in this wall. The Armory Locker's wall. Frosty downed. Not going to be a lot of help. He doesn't have his teammates all that near, although it's not out of the question that he finds them. It is if he's dead, though. One Hippo takes down Curry. Gib2K finds Frosty as he was downed, so a great job by Revolution, putting them up 4-2 as a scoreline, and just as it looked like Strength might be crawling their way back, Revolution have put themselves once again dominantly in a 2-point lead. And while the defense, it did look pretty close. You know, every single round was relatively close. Came down a couple of clutches. On attack, that looked very, very promising for Revolution. When they're sort of just allowed to frag out when they can kind of control the pace of these games, it's going well for them. They're not changing their lineup at all. On the defense, they're bringing a Clash, which, again, is interesting. You see both of the new operators being played in this match, Maverick and Clash. So I think I like this pick from Cloudstruck. They did play Clash as well, relatively infrequently, but they did play her on Oregon in the quarterfinals, and it was not successful. She kind of just got double teamed and killed, but I do like it as an opportunity to slow things down. If your enemy team is just rushing you and getting a lot of kills, putting a shield in their way definitely halts that. And then after that, of course, you need some sort of way to continue to capitalize off of that stall that you've just created, right? Okay, their momentum stopped. Now what? Now you've got to figure something else. But it's the first step gone, right? When you pick Clash, and assuming she's not just dying, as she did on Oregon. I guess that's how it goes. Curious to see what AWD does, because him dying last round early, I think hurt the team. He's still going to be on a pretty heavy roam. Not quite sure where he wants to go yet. Maybe not. Maybe he's just hunting for drones and he'll head back to the site. I think that is his decision. He's going to be content to, I'm not going to say play passively, just by what he's been doing. But run around a little bit and stay close towards the bomb site, close to the rest of his teammates. Frag grenade doesn't take down the bandit batteries. Oh, yes it does. It just Didn't det for a long time. He's got another one, though, he's going to put back onto this wall. Wondering why there was no explosion from that frag grenade. That was Gib2K who must have thrown it. He's got no more grenades in his pouch. Coming up here now. There are 2 hard breachers, obviously. One of them is 1 hippo on the Maverick, which kind of counts as a hard breacher. We'll count it. Animosity is not really in position to be opening up this wall anytime soon, so it's kind of all on 1 hippo if they want to open it right now. But I think their goal right now is to kind of just clear these bandit batteries, and that's more so what Maverick is useful for. Open up batteries, open up holes, find these batteries, right? And you're relatively safe peeking through those because there's just not a lot of angles. But it does get dangerous if you're just opening up your feet for the attackers. Holes work both ways, though, and you're opening up your attackers' feet, too. So little bits of damage going down both ways. Animosity has now arrived, and there's been a lot of time devoted to this wall with really not a lot of results. Minute and a half gone another round, even more than that now. If we're looking away from this wall, Filthy, sort of just holding the flank. You can tell he's kind of bored. Animosity going to be trying to open this up, and he will be successful in doing so. They got enough batteries killed. AWD wasn't really trying to trick, but regardless, he still wasted so much time. And that pressure from the Maverick can kind of force him off that if he was even trying to trick. Sort of makes it so he has to be really careful of his feet if he's going to be attempting that. And there's the clash, and this is what I meant by slowing things down. Nobody's died yet. Finally, it's the clash that goes down. Animosity, I'm not even sure where he was at. There's a C4, despite being shot at. AWD gets the kill onto Gib2K. 1 hippo on such little HP, you won't be able to win the gunfight. AWD gets another kill, and he's still on full HP. He's doing well so far in this round. This is looking promising for the defenders. Frosty fires down on a utility. Filthy is holding this angle, but
15 seconds to go.
he's not got a lot of time to make things work. We'll win the gunfight, but traded out by Curry. That's just what happens when you don't have the numbers advantage, and strength will pull it back once again, making it 4-on-3. I'm being told that AWD stands for a wild doodle. So sure, I can call him Doodle. A little bit nicer to say than AWD. That's a lot of syllables. Sticking with the class is Cloudstruck, much to Twitch chat's dismay. 1 hippo swap in the Capitao. I do like that. Great clash counter. She can't do much if she's on fire. I mean, she didn't really do much last round anyways, if we're being honest. Sort of just died. But the upside here for strength is that they now have the momentum advantage, right? At this point, they can try to roll off that. Of course, the downside for them is they can no longer defend on the best bomb site in the game. Well, not in the game, sorry, in the map. Now they're stuck to come down here. And this isn't a bad bomb site either. But it's not really what you liked to be defending on. Your first priority. And the fact that these matches have been so close, even on the best bomb site for the defenders, slightly worrying that they're going to be able to win the next 2. Because they're going to have to win a site other than up top.
Attackers recover the diffuser.
We'll see how it goes. Again, you're going to see a lot of up top play. There's actually not that much. There's only Frosty up here right now. Oh, excuse me. And AWD is also up here. So a couple of German ops. AWD, Doodle, as his name is. And again, I'm curious to see sort of what the goal is for this attack? Are they going to be focusing on the second floor? Generally, that's what you'd expect to see. And there isn't too much pressure being put onto it. By the defenders, at least. Oh, Doodle. Smart to not peek that right away. I think it's definitely better to give that up. That angle. He almost got the peek off. Oh, this is a dangerous situation. Yeah. Caught trying to reload. Filthy will find a headshot on the Doodle. And this is the power of the Ash main. One hippo gonna step on a goo mine. Animosity gonna be opening things up through the bathroom now. And they've gone very quickly. Only a minute and a half gone. They're already pushing site. Oh, this is a little bit dangerous. The Legion's made his way around the sight line of Animosity, but now he knows where he's at. Filthy's still trying to hold these angles. Clash taking a lot of damage, and that's why you run a Capitao against a Clash. Fire doing so much work. One hippo gets another one with a headshot on Letty. It's a 2-on-5. The defenders are falling apart. This is exactly what I was talking about, of now they're not able to go to the best bomb site on the map. Frosty in a 1-on-4. The diffuser's planted. A dire situation. He had the positional advantage. That's going to get him 1 kill on Animosity. They didn't know where he was at. But he doesn't know where Hippo's at, and one hippo will take down Frosty. Giving match point to Revolution. One more round is all they need to move on to the Grand Finals. North American PC Go4 number 135. Strength have crawled their way back from being down before. They're going to need on ventilation. They're going to need to win on Ventilation Workshop for that to happen. And then they're going to need to win again upstairs. So, not looking great, but we'll see. No more Clash, but you can see Hippo doesn't really want to risk it. Because if they 6-pick onto a Clash and you don't have that Capitao, it can be really difficult. Definitely smart by Strength, though, to not run that Clash. Now that the Capitao is being run, now that she's being countered, she just can't really do anything when there's fire on her feet.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Where am I on the map? I'm getting lost. Let's go find AWD. And the rest of their play. Rest of their teams. So yeah, again, there's going to be a lot of upstairs control. Looks like there is more than there was last time now with Cloudstruck being up here. But he could just be placing down a camera and then getting ready to hop back down. Doodle is placing some of these batteries on the same wall that you would normally place if you're holding this bomb site, if you're holding upstairs in armory lockers. So that's good to see. Again, I like that they're putting a lot of resources up top. Doodle drops back down, but still not a bad situation to be in. Frosty and Cloudstruck, if they're if they stay upstairs, likely going to be the first line of defense. And a deployable shield being run by Cloudstruck. He hasn't really used it. All right, now he knows where it's going. Pretty slow, but doesn't really matter if you're not getting pushed immediately. Filthy wants to take this very, very fast. Open up the holes where he needs them. Seeing into these servers now. Ooh, Doodle smartly takes down Hippo. I'm not even sure where he was at. Just sitting in tellers and watching that window, it looked like. No idea from the Capitao. And that's going to hurt him. Down a player pretty early in the match. Oh, does Animosity not see that head? That is unfortunate they wasn't able to get it. Because I'm pretty sure, though, he could see it. Filthy saw something. Gets traded out by Curry, though. It's a 3-on-2. Gib 2K finds another one in the hallway. Doodle not watching where he's going. 3-on-3 now. These numbers are ticking down. Again, so important for both teams. A spot in the Grand Finals on the line. Animosity trying to open up this site. There's the aggressive peek by Frosty, and it pays off. Drops the diffuser. Animosity goes down. Frosty's still not done. Eating a lot of smoke damage from his own team. Give2k will be able to take down Frosty. Clash Truck trades down on utility. It's a 2-on-1. Give2k needs to clutch it out for his team to make his spot in the grand finals. Gets the first shot on a Clash Truck who's coming down the stairs. It's a 1-on-1. Give2k so little HP. There are Legion mines around the map. We've seen the end of this before. He's going to drone for himself. He's got a lot of time. I like this idea. All right, you don't have to rush it in this situation. And now he knows exactly where the enemy team is at. Toxic Babe's coming out, but through the wall. Give2k not looking the right way, and Curry will be able to win it, keeping his team alive. The scoreline is 5-4. And we're going to be going back upstairs. So they've survived for one round. Can they survive for a second? Cloudstruck, you can tell he wants to go in that clash, but with the Capitao, it's going to be so risky. He's doing it anyways. Don't agree with that. Obviously, I mean, he's probably trying to think to himself, well, is Hippo going to swap off of the Capitao? Maybe he's not. He didn't, for the record. Which means it's going to be a rough life. Rough life for Cloudstruck. The upside, though, is that they're on the second floor. They're on the best bomb site in the map. So can't complain too much about that. This is one that they have won once, lost once. Revolution gotta be feeling a little bit nervous. Victory so close to their hands. They were in a 1-on-1 to win it. So pushing to overtime would be very demoralizing right now for them. You can tell Doodle wants to go for this room. At the moment, lying in the hallway, just watching this door, but getting droned. He can't stay there. And again, contrary to what he did the first round, he's running back to the site and he's not dying on his way back here. So this is good. No Maverick being played. Which is interesting because I thought that was a pretty useful operator for them in the second time that they attacked this site. We'll see what Doodle's doing with these batteries. It looks like there's no batteries down. He's going to be able to put one down, but he's not going to be able to cover both of these wall segments. So his goal is to try to stop this from happening. He's going to try to trick. Now's his opportunity, but he's just going to run away. He's mispredicting which wall that's happening on, and because of that, he's just going to have to vault back. Opened up by Animosity now. Utility takes down Doodle. That was the Blackbeard, likely just looking through a window. Again, Utility just firing through these windows. He will lose his life to a headshot. Cloudstruck must have broken the glass and still found the head. Filthy is very, very far in. Being shocked by this clash, and this is going to be difficult, but out in front, not covered by the shield. Now she's taking a shield down. Cloudstruck could be able to get the shots off. Lefty gets another one on Animosity. It's 3-on-2. Hippo and Give2k, both on pretty good HP. The same cannot be said for strength. Hippo would really like to use this fire to take down the clash, but he's all out of fire now, and he's being slowed. This is a terrible situation, but she pulls out her gun, but Give2k can't win the fight. He's been down, and it's all to one Hippo. He needs to be able to take down a clash, but it's so dangerous. It's so difficult for him to do so, and it's impossible. The win will go to strength, and finally, clash is being utilized effectively. stellar gameplay. We're into overtime. Strength have gotten the defense flip first. So we're going to continue on what we just saw. And they can go back to Armory Lockers and they can play Clash again. And this is why it's so important that you use your Capitao to use those firebolts to take down the Clash. I guarantee you Cloudstruck is swapping over to Clash. Of course. The operator that won the game. Or won them the round, sorry. Game's not over yet. Let me not get ahead of myself.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Here we are in overtime. So overtime, of course, is just a straight best of 3. Teams will swap sides every single round. And even if it goes to 6-6, then it's just whoever wins next round. So nobody can win this round, but next round we will be at match point. Cloudstruck, what is he even doing? This window's been opened up. They could be going for a peek. They've got cameras out here, of course, the defaults. I mean, he's got a big shield. He's got a free just to look out here. I don't really know what Letty's up to. Yudo's already taking a bit of damage, and he's going to take a little bit more from below. Filthy on the Ash. Takes a lot of damage, but he gets the job done regardless. Opening up those holes. Making sure that there's no more bandits to trick. That makes the job of Gib2K and Animosity a lot easier now. They don't have to worry about tricking. They can just... I don't know what's going on there. They can just figure it out for themselves. Oh, Filthy's going to down himself. I don't know. Okay. Animations are freaking a little bit. That's alright. Here's Animosity. Doesn't have to worry about any bandit batteries. Easily able to open up both of these.
Attackers have located a bomb. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
And again, Utility doing just what he's always been doing. Just sitting on these windows. Right? He's got a shield in front of his face. He's doing okay. He's got to watch out for this run out. And that's what he's currently worried about the most. Another EMP being thrown out. Cloudstruck seeing all this go down, able to slow the thermite. He's going for the plant though. Frosty takes down Utility, so no more Blackbeard outside the window. Just pulls out his gun though. Of course he can do that. Teammate not covering for him, and that's going to be a really dangerous mistake. Cloudstruck getting that kill. Cloudstruck veiled in smoke. Another player just here, but he can call for his team. Curry's still going to get called out though, and now he's downed. Frosty can come right back in. He's going to just pick his player back up. Cloudstruck will die to Filthy. That's all to Frosty and Curry. Fuser has been planted. One Hippo gets a headshot. Curry now makes it a 1-on-2, but he's not looking the right way. Gib2K will be able to find the frag. And Revolution will win round number 11. Again, putting themselves on match point. They'll have to win it on defense. A feat they really haven't been struggling with too much. There have definitely been the odd rounds. But especially the fact that they get to sit here. They get to play on Armory Lockers. Good sign for them. All they've got to do is win one more round, and then they've secured their ticket to the grand finals.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as they can.
And of course, as we get into the later parts of these Go4s, fatigue does start to fall in. The semifinals right now, these teams have been playing for a long time. It's currently 12:40 a.m. on the East Coast. I'm not East Coast, so lucky me. But it's possible some of these players are. So who knows if they're getting tired or anything. What is Philly doing? There's going to be lying down in supply corridor. I mean, ready to throw up some C4s. Could see some creative pulse play coming up for him. I'd like to see that. No clash, notably this time, on the defense. Not been an operator that Revolution have been seen playing yet. But that doesn't mean that Cloudstruck is useless or anything like that. Capitao is still a good operator, even when Clash is not in the game.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Due to unforeseen events, the border is now closed.
Not a lot going on. Very slow and steady compared to what we were seeing. Intel Strength much prefer their own pace of the game. Much prefer a slower enter strategy. They're coming from the east again. This is what they've been doing earlier on in the game, and it was what worked well for them, despite not really being the meta strategy. Here they are in, fighting the Legion. The 1v1 will win it, but now he's going for the Goo Mine a little bit too early. Gib2k watching Doodle now. Frosty gets a headshot onto him to trade things right back out. And it's a 4-on-3. Things going to settle down once again. Again, Filthy's still on the first floor. Hasn't really contributed to this round. It's pretty crucial that he starts doing things for his team. Comes back up or something. Oh, this could be his opportunity, though. Two of them lining up, but he's missing every single shot. Oh, Filthy, no. Cloudstruck takes him down. The perfect opportunity. Wasted. I'm sure he wishes I didn't get that on stream, but I did. Filthy might have just pushed his team into round number 13. It's not over yet, though, especially not with shots like that. Utility. Fast one onto Letty. He's being burned out, but barely able to survive in this corner. Smoke's being thrown out. Another fire arrow not gonna hurt him. He's just running through the smoke. Diffuser has been planted. One hippo again. Still trying to stop this from happening. Finally, the fire has been wasted. Utility on very little HP. One hippo is not even watching the right window. One hippo gets the kill on a Frosty. Now we can go for that defuse. Holding the angle. Won't hit the shot, though. Curry gets him. Now it's a 2-on-1. 1-on-1. Hippo finds Curry. He needs to get another one. He will get the shot going for the defuse now, and that'll be the end of the game. One hippo pulls it out spectacularly. And a Revolution move on to the grand finals. Well done to them. Hard-fought victory indeed. 7-5 is the scoreline. Winning it in overtime. Revolution just barely. Gib2k, one hippo, both going off. That's spectacular plays. The whole team doing pretty well for themselves. So we are going to cut out some music. We're going to the grand finals next. I'm not sure how long that wait will be, but stick around because I'm sure it won't be too long